Hello everyone, this is your Mad Yogi Aileen, welcoming you back to our season cycles. This is an autumn cycle. It's an autumn grounding flow, which is not to say that it's not challenging. Of course, there will always be challenges, but the intention that I want you to hold in your mind and hold in your consciousness is bringing awareness to your foundations, whichever is in touch with the mat. That is your foundation. That is our foundation in a yoga flow. So let's come to the top of the mat. The playlist is down below in the descriptions, and click play when we start. Yeah, so come to the top of the mat and click play now. Roll your shoulders. Deep, full breath. Let's just limber up the shoulders for a moment. Every time the arms, so rolling up, roll down. Every time the arms roll down here, I want you to come into mountain pose. Yeah? So roll your shoulders up, landing in mountain pose. Inhale, roll the shoulders up, land down in mountain pose. From here, bend the knees, backs of the hands together, wave the arms up. Upward facing hands. Shallow or deep back bend, parallel or oblation arms. I want you to be aware of your feet. Press strongly down into the mat. Squeeze back up. Arms up in Urdhva Hastasana. Walk your legs together. Squeeze them in. We have an espresso flow with a workshop and a short flow for this. You're welcome to review those, to do those as well. From here, we are in a high chair. I want you to bring your hands in strong fists. Feel the heat in your hands. Yeah, this is also part of our grounding component. Feel the heat in your hands. Your left leg curls up. Step it back in a lunge. Be aware of your front knee. Imagine that you're pulling something from behind, pulling it forward, squeezing your arms behind you. Now release your hands as you extend your arms to the back. Scoop forward, back into a high chair. Just a high chair, so we don't overtax the lower back. Hands in fists. Right leg back, pull, release, stepping up. 2 more per side. Let's make it nice and smooth. Step back, fire lunge. Step forward, high chair. Fire lunge, right? Don't rush, don't rush. High chair. Left, fire lunge left. Back up to high chair. Fire lunge right. Back up to high chair. Hands together, elbows out. In a high chair with Anjali Mudra, with prayer hands. Your thumbs are stuck to your sternum to remind you to lift the sternum up. We are just in a high chair. Revolve the high chair to the right side, please. Left arm from elbow to hand, pressing into the right, coming into a high revolved chair. Press your right arm from elbow to hand into your left hand, coming back to center, release up. Push your hips to the back. A moment in a low chair. Give your body this angle so it doesn't hurt your lower back. Strong for the quads though. Hands back in prayer pose, lifting back up to high chair, revolve chair to the left side. Back to center, releasing into a mid-height or a deeper chair if you want. Hands in prayer pose, lift back up to high chair, revolve chair to the right. Center, release into the chair height that you want. Back to prayer pose, revolve chair left. Coming back to center, release back into your high chair. From here, hands back together, revolve chair right, stay high, left leg curls up, step back, heel down. So we are now in upper body is a revolved position with your hands in prayer pose. Lower body is in a warrior stance. Open your arms. Left forearm, right thigh, right arm up. And we've opened up into a revolved side angle. From your top arm, curl it down, cradling motion with the arms as you turn from your hips, your navel, your sternum, your nose, into an open belly twist, and come into a high side angle. Almost said high chair. High side angle. Breathing here. From here, your right knee lengthens out, and you are in a high triangle. Deep, full breath. Squeezing your left side, pushing through your right leg, lift yourself up. Swap over, right arm reaches up, back of the left hand on the inside of your left leg, pressing it there, and push your hips forward. Coming into an exalted triangle. This bottom arm, by the way, if this feels clunky to you, you're welcome to bring it around your back waist or around your back thigh. Squeeze your right side to lift. Soften your knees, bend your knees, windmill forward and down. Pump your knees here first, then side sweeping lunge. Side sweeping lunge. Once you're back on your left foot, stop, turn, step up. Coming into a forward fold. Bend the knees, backs of the hands together, sink the hips down, head up, and push yourself up. Upward facing hands. Shallow or deep back bend, open arms or oblation arms if you want, opening the arms up. Squeezing the body up, walking the legs in, squeeze them together, high chair. Let's try to make this one nice and smooth, not too long in our holds. Hands in fists, fire lunge, right side. Lift up, chair, high chair. Fire lunge left, high chair, fire lunge right. High chair, fire lunge left, high chair, stop, hands together, Anjali Mudra, revolve chair left side. Center, release to your chair. Choose your height now. Anjali Mudra, lifting up higher, revolve chair right. Back to center, chair pose, choose your chair. Prayer hands, revolve chair right, left. Center, extend, prayer hands, revolve chair right. Good. Center, extend, last one. Revolve chair, left side, right leg steps back, heel down, and we are in a revolved side angle. I will just change my position to show you facing the camera this time. Open your arms in a revolved side angle. Top arm curls down. Cradling motion with the arms as you turn to the open side for your high side angle. Sorry, I keep saying exalted. High side angle. Front knee lengthens out and come into a high triangle. Back of this lower hand pressing into the thigh to gain that small twist for triangle. So I've just edited myself back so that we're all together on the same side from triangle, yeah? Squeezing back up. Swap your arms, your hips push forward, bottom hand around your back waist or around your back thigh, coming back into your exalted triangle. Squeeze your left side to lift, bend your knees, Windmill forward and down. Side sweeping lunge. Deep full breath. Once you're back on your right foot, stop. Turn and step back up into your forward fold. Breathing here. Let's do a half lift here. Lifting up halfway. Forward fold. Bend the knees, backs of the hands together. Wave all the way up. Just one more. Not too many repetitions this time. Shallow or deep back bend, parallel or open arms. Lift back up. Chair pose, high chair. Hands together. Revolve chair to the left. Center, extend. You're welcome to change your height here if you want. Prayer pose with the hands. Revolve chair right. Center, extend. Revolve chair left. Center, extend. Revolve chair right. Don't cut corners with the transitions, even though I'm paring back the cues. One more, revolve chair to the left side, please. So that I'm looking at the camera. It discombobulates my head sometimes. From here, right leg back. Open the arms. Revolved side angle. Top arm curls down. Cradling motion with the arms. Revolve, high side angle. I almost said revolved. I don't know why my mind isn't getting this pose. Because of that, 2 more per side. Top arm curls down. We're changing it up a little bit. Come back to your high revolved side angle. Top arm curls down. Cradle. High side angle. There, I got it right. From here, left knee, front knee extends. High triangle. If you want to come deeper, you're welcome to slide your bottom hand deeper. You're even welcome to bring your fingertips down on the mat or use your blocks if you want. From here, squeeze back up. Swap over your arms as you sway your hips forward. Exalted triangle. Deep full breath. Squeeze the left side, bend both knees. Windmill forward and down. Side sweeping lunge until you're back on your right foot to the back. Stepping up, forward fold. Again, let's add a half lift. Forward fold. Bend the knees, backs of the hands in, wave all the way up. We're almost there. Shallow or deep back bend, choose your arms. Parallel or open. Squeeze back up. Walk the legs in. Chair pose. Hands together. Revolve chair right. Center. Extend. Hands together. Revolve chair left. Center. Extend. Again, feel for your foundations, yeah? Hands together. Revolve chair right. Center. Extend. Hands together. Revolve chair left. Center. Extend. Last one, I do promise. Hands together. Revolve chair to the right. Breathing here. Squeezing the legs in. Your left leg steps back. Open your arms. Just 2 full sets of these cradling, side angle cradling mini flow. That's what we'll call it. Top arm curls down. Cradle the arms. Open up. High side angle. Nice and slow. Notice your foundations. Notice the movement of your muscles moving your joints. Top arm curls down. Cradle. Coming into revolved side angle once again. Last one, top arm curls down. coming into high side angle. Front knee lengthens out, bottom hand pressing in, high triangle. Once again, if you want to come deeper, you're welcome to, and as deep as you want, as long as that top shoulder doesn't start collapsing forward and down. From here, take your time, especially if you are low, push yourself up, swap over the arms, sway the hips forward to your forward foot, exalted triangle. Windmill forward, bend the knees, down, side sweeping lunge, until, a few more in your own time, until you're back to your left foot, hands down on the mat, back heel up, step back, plank. Knees down, untuck your toes, all the way down, all the way down. Support your head with your flat hands and breathe here. Listen to that echoey sound under the within that cavity, within that space that you've created. And we are in Makrasana, or crocodile breath. Honestly, I can't remember if it is crocodile or alligator, but because I'm in Australia, I'm using crocodile. Breathing. Now, you're welcome to stay here for as long as you want, or flip over already. Come with me. If you have a ponytail or a clip like I do, move it out of the way. Extend your legs. Your arms are down on the mat, a la mountain pose, yeah? So the arms are not close to the body, the palms are not facing down. Remember how your upper body was in mountain pose, and do the same here. So palms up, arms a little farther away from the body. Before dropping our senses down fully in our Shavasana, look at my feet and play. Let's play. Shake your legs in and out. Oh, by the way, because Utkatasana or chair pose can impact some lower backs, let's do this. Bend your knees once again, feet on the edges of your mat. And just bring your knees together. This is softer, kinder for the lower back. And you are welcome to stay here throughout your Shavasana. But when you're ready, bend your knees once again. Frame the head with your arms. Turn to one side. I'm turning to my right side. You're welcome to turn into whichever free side that's available to you. Your top hand is pressing down on the mat to help lift you up in a seated pose. Have just a few more moments here in Siddhasana. Just to reset your breath, reset your senses to the waking world. It's also very grounding to give yourself that time to re-assimilate, to the waking world off the mat, and take that sense of grounding that we practiced on the mat, off the mat with you, because that is where yoga is really important in our everyday lives. After saying all of that, I will see you next time, and take care. Bye. Love from Scooter, who is not here today. I miss him. Do you miss him? I miss him. Bye.